Hi everybody, welcome to Property Chat. This week we're talking about tenants and why you should be really careful who you share with. Stand by. Hi everybody, this video is for tenants really, and it's just a piece of advice about sharing and tenancy agreements. Most tenancy agreements in the UK, when you have professional sharers, it's one tenancy agreement that is shared by a number of professionals that actually sign the agreement and therefore are what we call jointly and severally liable. What this basically means is once that agreement is signed, even if you subsequently move out, if no further agreement is signed, you're actually liable for the rent regardless of whether you're there or not. And you're liable for the whole of the rent, not just the proportion that you've agreed with your friends that you might pay. So for instance, let's say that you know that two of your friends are reliable and one you're not so sure about, and you're considering sharing a house on that basis. I would suggest to you that you should be very careful and think twice before doing so, because if that one person doesn't pay their share of the rent, you're liable for it as a household. And let's say you all fall out halfway through and then you suddenly walk away from the tenancy agreement and you go into the agency and say, I want to serve notice. You actually cannot do that alone. You have to actually jointly and severally move out. It also means, if it's a couple, and couples, you might want to think twice about each other's financial standing before you move in together, because this is quite a commitment. Imagine that one of you wishes to leave and one of you is staying. You're still jointly liable. And what this can mean is, imagine you've decided to move out and your partner's decided to stay. You're still as responsible for the rent as them. So if they stop paying at that point, you're still liable for the whole amount of the rent, as are they. But if you're the one that's more traceable and trackable, it may well be that the landlord comes after you for the whole of the rent during the period that you're not even living there. So the message is, be really careful if you're on a single tenancy agreement, a number of sharers, or even a couple. Be sure and confident that the people you're sharing with you implicitly trust financially, because if you don't, you can end up with CCJs or worse. You can end up paying a very large bill. I hope this is helpful. If you need any more information, please do get in touch. For now, take care.